This week I talked about this a little bit on my yoga Instagram, and I still like hate talking to the camera, and it's a very bizarre experience for me. But I was driving about like 30-40 minutes, and I just didn't listen to anything in the car. I just drove in silence, and I haven't done that in a really long time. And it was a really nice reminder to just give yourself like a few times throughout the day where you actively reduce the amount of stimulation that you're getting. Because obviously when you're driving, you're like paying attention to the road, there's lights, there's horns, there's people, there's everything. So it was just that one layer of reducing, not listening to music, not talking to someone, not having something on in the background to add noise, helped me kind of come back into that present moment. Hey Billy, what's up? Tonight's class, so usually, and I promise I'll stop talking in like a minute and then we can move around. Tonight's class is actually broken down into two standing / kneeling series. And usually when we go through class on Fridays, I'll give you like one setup sequence and then we'll flow it and add on to it. But today we're not going to do that. We're just going to kind of add on to two pretty hefty series. Also got a lot of drills kind of sprinkled in, so hopefully you'll feel a little bit stronger, but also nice and open. Happy Friday. Thanks for being here. Cheers to you, whatever that means. If you have water, wine, kombucha, doesn't matter. I don't care. Take a sip and then find your way on your mat. You can, I'm probably going to stay on my mat for a lot of class today. And the last thing I'll say before we start is I am notoriously horrible at left and right. So if I accidentally tell you to do the same side, know that I mean to do the other side. You'll figure it out. But I'm just putting that disclaimer out there because I'm sure it'll happen. I'll try not to, but I'm sure it will. All right, I'm done talking. We're going to start in child's pose. You can press play in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start with awake and alive. Spread your knees out. Settle your way down onto your mat. And just kind of let your body ease and soften into this child's pose. Notice the width of your knees. Notice the space that your belly takes up. The softness in your shoulders and chest. And then the effortlessness that you just melt into your mat with. Close your eyes, take a breath in. And then take a breath out. Try that again. Really let breath move into your body as you inhale. Empty, empty, empty on your exhale. Let it go. From here, keep your body exactly as it is, but just bring your palms to touch in a prayer pose with your hands. And then bend at your elbows, tap your thumbs to the nape of your neck. So right behind your neck, you'll start to feel a gentle stretch through your upper arm bones, your armpits, easing, softening into that sensation. Eyes still closed, breathe in. And then breathe all the way out. From here, release your palms back down to your mat. Press down into your finger pads. You can keep your eyes closed or blink them open. Shift forward, tabletop. We'll start in tabletop, eyes open or closed with just a few sets of cat-cow. For cow, drop your belly, lift your heart, breathe in. For cat, round your spine, press the earth away. Maybe add some extra shakes here if they feel good. But start to bring in some movement. Up and down in your spinal column, maybe side to side. If your eyes were still open, maybe close them. Noticing what it's like to remove one of your senses, to actively bring energy inward. When you find darkness in your eyes, it helps you illuminate what's happening inside. It brings a slightly deeper connection, right? Take about 4 more rounds. Cat-cow. Moving through. Noticing what your body feels like. Nice. And as you finish out your last one, come to a neutral tabletop, curl your toes underneath, and hover your knees 2 inches off your mat. Press down into your palms. Find that softness but strength in your shoulders. And then really let the crown of your head reach forward as your tailbone reaches back. Hold and breathe. You got 4, 3. Find the softness and the strength for 2. Downward facing dog. Bump your hips up and back. Maybe take a few petals of your knees. Maybe shake your head out. Soften into your shoulders. Lift your hips a little bit higher. And same thing, you can close your eyes here. Actively removing one of your sensations. Noticing how movement feels without an additional layer of distraction. Nice, from here, find still down dog. Inhale as you ripple forward to high plank. Use your low core to get there. Press down through your palms. Find that strength in your high plank. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bump your hips up and back. A little more length through your hamstrings. Try that 2 more times. Inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, down dog, up and back. Last one, inhale, ripple forward. This time as you exhale, walk your palms all the way to the back of your mat. Find a forward fold at the very back of your mat. Let your head and neck hang heavy here. Maybe shake your head out a little bit. Maybe grab for opposite elbows. Maybe feet go a little bit wider than your mat. That might feel nice, right? Lovely, lovely. From here, inhale, half lift, palms come to shins or thighs. Use this to reset your spine and then find some length. Inhale. Exhale, forward folds, release down. Inhale, mountain pose, rise really tall, ground down through all 4 corners of your feet. Let yourself rise up. If you want to step and narrow your stance, you totally can. That might be nice for you here, or you can keep them wide. Soften your shoulders, but reach up firmly through your fingertips. Yeah, and then tuck your tailbone. Take a big breath in. Exhale, baby back bend. Cactus your arms. Let everything spill open, right? It can get a little bit bigger than maybe you thought it would today. Inhale, arms back up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Just melt your body down in half. Yeah, maybe shake out your legs a little bit here. Half lift is your breath in. Take a reset of your spine. And then exhale, walk it forward, high plank. Just pause in this high plank position. Maybe rock it forward and back a few times. Yes. You're here just for 3. Activating your strength for 2. Downward facing dog. Hips go back up. Breathe in. Breathe out, noticing the places in your body that feel like they have more to take in, and then the places that have more to give. Reach your right heel high. Take tiny pulses of your right heel all the way to the sky. Tiny pulses up. For 4, 3, 2. Pause right here, and then scorpion out your dog. Stack your knee over your hip. You can even take big circles in your hip if that feels good, just to bring some extra lubrication there. Lubrication, what a weird word. Nice. And then slowly settle back into 3-legged down dog. Take a big breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Yeah, and then from here, you're going to do elevator. So right now, you're really pressed into your upper back. Drop your knee down to the mat, and then press it back up. Drop it down, press it up. Drop it down, press it up. You got 4, 3, settle down in 2, and 1. Drop that right knee down, lift your left leg back up, and then extend your right palm out in front of you so you're in bird dog. Inhale, take a big reach to opposite ends of your mat. Exhale, tap knee to elbow. Nice, 2 more just like that. Big breath in, get long. Exhale, tap. 1 more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Nice, inhale, find length on this last one, and then bend into your back left knee for a quad stretch. Capture the outside edge of your foot. Press down through your left palm. And then lift your chest up to the sky. Yeah. Breathe into the space that's opening up into your heart and chest. One more inhale. And then slowly release everything down on your exhale. Just tap your left toes back so they stay extended. Press down through your right palm. Open up to a modified side plank. So left fingertips rise up to the sky. And you'll start to feel that rotation of your chest all the way up. Settle into your breath here. Take a soft inhale. And then a big exhale. Nice. Now we'll take a few rounds of thread the needle. You can stay underneath or you can hover into elevated side plank, your choice. Exhales, you thread all the way back. Inhales, you lift. Exhales, you thread. This is more about finding the movement here rather than the big oblique engagement, right? That's what Tuesday Sculptor focused for. This is about just getting into movement for movement's sake. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your inhale, bring that left palm behind your head and then float your body all the way up for just a few dips to the left, center, to the left, center, to the left, center. You got 4, 3, 2. Drop that left arm. Inhale, reverse warrior. It's like a modified reverse warrior. Drop your right shoulder, breathe in. And then exhale, melt everything down to your mat for a child's pose variation. So you'll keep that right knee bent in. Left leg is extended, so you feel that big stretch through your IT band. Yes. Again, maybe eyes closed feels really good here. Taking a little bit of strength and then softening into it as you bump your hips back and stretch it out. Take an inhale. Big on your exhale, empty it out. From here, slowly rise up and pivot to the back of your mat. So your left leg is at the back of your mat, which is now the top of your mat. Your right leg is grounded down behind you. So you're in this crescent moon position, right? Left leg in front, right leg behind. Take a big inhale, sweep your arms up. And then from here, your hands can come to heart or they can come to your hips, but I want you to come onto your tiptoes of your left foot. Yeah, from here, you can stay on your tiptoes or you can hover that left foot. This is actually huge for core strength and balancing stability. Yes, once you have it lifted in front of you, you can play around with bringing it to the side. You can play around with kicking it straight behind you, maybe hands tap. You can bring it back in front, but have a little bit of fun with it, right? It's okay if you wobble, if hands move, but see the different places that your body has natural tendencies to go. Take about 2 more rounds of breath here. Yes, and then I want you to actually take that left knee, cross it to the opposite side of your right, and then take a cow pose or a seated cow face variation. So you're bumping your hips back. Your right knee is stacked on top of your left. You're gonna feel this huge into your left hip. Lovely. From here, come back into tabletop. Lift that left foot back up and then bring it out wide for a modified runner's lunge. I realize that you're at the back of your mat and this wasn't very smart because I'm telling you all these things to do, but hopefully my voice is enough. So as you're in this modified runner's lunge, your back right knee is down. Left leg is out to the side. Plant both of your palms inside of your left arch and then curl your back toes. Bump your hips up to the sky, straighten both your legs for a pyramid variation. Yeah, and then we'll ease in and out of that. So bend back into your left front knee. So you're in this active runner's lunge and then bump your hips up and back. Try 2 more. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, bump it back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, settle into that runner's lunge. Keep your back leg lifted. And then slowly sweep your left heel up to the sky. Yeah. From here, tap your left toes down, find a basic downward facing dog, and then take a chaturanga to rinse it all out. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, hopefully this other side should be a little bit more fun because you know where I'm taking you. Reach your left heel high this time. Start with those tiny pulses, up an inch each time. You got 4, 3, find a lot of length here for 2, and then scorpion your dog. Stack your left knee over your hip. Maybe take big circles, that might feel really nice. Opening up your hip joint, especially if you've been seated all day. And then inhale, straighten your left leg back out. Lovely. From here, left knee comes into your nose, pause in center, find that big puff through your upper back, and then we do that drill. You tap your knee down, lift it up, tap it down, lift it up. It's exhales as you lift, getting your core engaged here, using the pressure of your palms. Last 4, last 3, whew. Last 2. And 1, tap that left knee down, reach your right leg behind you, and then left fingertips go forward. Lovely. From here, it's bird dog. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, tap knee to opposite elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. This time, inhale, pause, bend into your back leg, capture your back foot for that quad stretch. It's simultaneously a heart opener, chest opener, so you get a back bend all through your spinal column. Nice. 4, 3, keep breathing. You got 2 and 1. Tap your right toes down behind you. Open up to that modified side plank. So this time your left knee is down, your right toes are what are long. Again, you can come up into full side plank and then move into that thread the needle action. Exhales as you come all the way down, inhales as you rise. Let it feel really fluid in your body. Again, maybe you close your eyes to de-stimulate one sensation, to notice what's happening inward. Maybe play around. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that right palm right behind your head. Inhale, rise all the way up, and then it's those tiny oblique dips to the, what side is that? To the right this time. Yes. 4, 3, last 2, and then soften into that reverse warrior shape. Tap your right palm all the way down your right leg. Breathe in, get long. And then exhale, just fall it down into that child's pose variation, right? This time bending into your left leg, straightening out through your right. When you bend into your knees like this, it also stimulates your colon, right? So when we were on the first side, when your right knee was bent, that was stimulating your ascending colon. And then this stimulates your descending colon. It follows the natural tracks of your body when you take it on the right and left, intentionally. Take one more breath in. And then one more big breath out, let it go. From here, slowly rise up and then pivot to the top of your mat. So you come into crescent moon. So your left leg is down, your right knee is bent, arms can float above, or they can come to heart, or they can come to hips, whatever you want. And then rise tall onto your front right tippy toes, and then start to play around with it. Play around with your balance, seeing if you can hover that front right foot, And then maybe it makes it all the way around. Maybe it makes it back. And just play around here. Start to explore in your body. Yes. Harder than you think usually here. Nice, Elsa. Yes, Vivi. Oh, you guys look so great. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that right knee, tap it across your left, and then bump your hips back for seated cow face variation. So your knees are stacked on top of each other. This is, again, amplifying the stretch in your outer hips. It also gives you a nice tourniquet effect in your legs where it helps recirculate your blood. Yeah. From here, inhale, rise up. Unravel your legs so that right leg unravels, and then walk it all the way to the top of your mat, to that outer corner, so you come into this runner's lunge variation. From this runner's lunge with your knee down, curl your toes, lift your left knee up, take a breath in, and then exhale, straighten both of your legs, bump your hips back. Your legs are almost on a diagonal. Play around with that a few more times. Bend into your front right, and then straighten it out. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you lift. Take about 2 more, breathe in. Breathe all the way out. Last one, inhale. And then on your exhale this time, just sweep your right leg back. Take tiny pulses up, up. About 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap both of your legs down. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lovely, lovely. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reach your right heel high. Let's get some standing action in there. And then come all the way into a low lunge. Sweep your right leg through. Find your foundation. And then sweep your arms up. Inhale, crescent. And actually from here, I want you to move into warrior 1. So drop your back heel. Let it ground down at about 45 degrees if that's comfortable. And then bend back into your front right knee. Work to square your hips to the top of your mat. If you need, you can always widen your stance or shorten it, right? You can make modifications here. From here, take a breath in. And then on your exhale, just settle into your warrior 1. Sometimes it takes us a few cycles to get really comfortable with where we are in this pose. Yeah. See what's showing up for you. See what finding comfort in a pose feels like, what it looks like. From here, take a breath in. And then exhale, find an eagle wrap in your arms. Keep your legs exactly as they are, but just wrap your right arm underneath your left. Maybe work to bring your shoulders and elbows in line with each other, or if that doesn't feel great, you can take a bear hug. That works really well too. Commit to the bend in your front knee. Yes. And then slowly unravel everything, sweep your arms up, shift focus into your front right foot, and then launch forward into warrior 3. Woo. Arms reach out in front of you, leg goes behind you, find that T position. So square your hips down to the mat, find your body parallel to your space. Inhale as you get really long, and then exhale for standing splits. Your head goes down, leg gets a little bit higher up. From here, you got 2 options. You can either take more of those heel pulses, or you can take some Shiva squats. For Shiva squats, you're gonna bend everything in and then straighten it up. Wherever you are, take about 4 counts. Last 3, last 2, and 1. From standing splits, shift your focus back to your front right foot if it's not already there. And then inhale, sweep your body all the way up into one-legged mountain pose. So left knee is lifted, right leg is your base, your anchor. Pause. Breathe. Nice. From here, you're gonna go into eagle on the left. So sweep your left arm underneath your right, and then wrap your left foot around your right and just slide down that imaginary wall behind you. Again, if this wrap in your arms isn't working for you tonight, no worries, I'm there. In eagle, it's typically a lot more challenging to close your eyes, but see if you give it a whirl. It plays around with your balance a lot, but can be fun. Get a little bit deeper in your breath. Find 2 more full cycles. Really bringing everything into your body. Nice. On your last one, unravel, come back to one-legged mountain. And then we're gonna stay on that balancing leg for a little bit longer. So keep your right foot as your base. Left knee comes, and then bend into it. Capture your left foot with your right palm. So you get a gentle quad stretch. From here, you can stay right here. Or if you want, you can play around with dancer's pose variation, twisted dancer. Got 4, got 3, 2. Step that left foot to the other side of your right. So you're in this cross-legged standing pose. Arms sweep to the sky, so top of your body is in mountain, but if you check out your bottom half, your right foot is crossed over your left. Take a big breath in, pause, and then keep your legs exactly as they are. Bring your hands to heart center, close your eyes. Notice what happens when you find darkness in your vision. How can you illuminate what's happening inside? How can you bring a little bit more awareness to the internal workings of your body, to your core? How does that light up more when you destimulate one part? Eyes can stay closed as always or blink them open. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. One last time here. Exhale, forward fold, keeping your legs closed, keeping your legs crossed. From here, inhale, half lift. And then you can either step back to regular chaturanga or you can jump. If you're jumping, you're gonna uncross your legs, land with bent arms. So your choice, take it as you please. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Huge breath out. One more side, reach your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge all the way to the top. Ooh, find your foundation. Inhale, crescent to start, just because that's what we did on the first side. And then slowly drop your back right heel. Find your warrior one. Again, settle into what's working in your body now, right? Get a little bit deeper in your front left knee this time. Arms sweep high and just soften into it. Find what comfortable means in this pose and know that you don't always have to go further. You can stay right here and just appreciate it for what it is. Take a breath in. And then exhale, eagle wrap on the left. Take your left arm this time, wrap it underneath your right. And then see if you can sink a little bit deeper into eagle, into your front leg as well. Maybe breath is a tool to open up parts of your body that are still feeling stuck. Maybe on the contrary, breath is a tool that you use to bring more lightness, more space to the places that are already open. From here, unravel your arms, reach them up to the sky. Deeper into your front left leg, get that focus there, inhale. And then launch forward into warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Keep your hips nice and square. Your back heel is stamping onto the back wall. And then your gaze is solid down beneath you, reaching forward. Big inhale, get long. Exhale, plant your palms down. Again, it's those tiny pulses and standing splits, or it's a few Shiva squats here. Again, movement as it feels good in your body. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that leg and rise all the way up into one-legged mountain pose. Left leg is still your base. Right leg is lifted up to the sky. From here, you're gonna settle down into that eagle pose on your right. This time, right arm is underneath your left. Right leg is wrapped around your left. And then soften your shoulders, soften your gaze. Maybe challenge your balance with eyes closed. Winding down on one sense to amplify the others here. Lovely. From here, inhale, rise all the way back up. And then bend into your right knee, capture it with your left palm. So again, you find that cross quad stretch. Heel comes a little bit closer to your glute. Hand goes wherever feels good, right? Sometimes that's in front, sometimes that's to heart center, sometimes that's full palm on heart. You could stay here. This is a really nice quad stretch and hip opener, or you can go into twisted dancer. When you're in dancer, feel like you're lifting up rather than pulling down. Ooh. Yes, wherever you are, hang out for 4, 3, 2. Take that right foot, cross it behind your left, arm sweep up to the sky. So left leg is in front of your right. You're in a solid standing pose, right? Engaging your inner thighs, maybe closing your eyes, take a big breath in. Exhale, hands come to heart, pause. Notice the things in your body that are working. Maybe there's a droplet of sweat rolling down your face. What does that mean to you? Right? Maybe it means you worked hard. Maybe it means you leaned into self-discovery, self-love. Maybe it means you have something to show for what you did, even though we don't always need something to show for. Take a breath in and a breath out. As you're ready, inhale, sweep your arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Hang out for just an extra moment at the bottom. You get a nice deep stretch through your IT band. Inhale, half lifts. Pause here. Remember, if you want to jump back, please do with bent elbows as you uncross your legs, or you can step back, uncross into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Take 2 rounds of breath here. Breathe in. Breathe all the way out. One more. Inhale. Big, big exhale. Let it go. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Get really fluid with it. Last one. Breathe in, ripple. Breathe out, down dog. Nice. This time, find high plank and then lower all the way down to your belly. From here, uncurl your toes. Press down through the tops of your feet. Find some softness through your fingertips. Breathe all of your air all the way out. Empty, empty, empty. Inhale, baby cobra. Lift your chin in your chest. Press down through the tops of your feet and your quads. Breathe in. Exhale, tap your forehead. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, rise. Exhale, tap. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out, press back, child's pose, pause, knees wide, body melts. Take 4 solid, full breath cycles. Eyes closed, body soft, body strong, body turning inward. Maybe you rock your forehead side to side. Maybe just being here in stillness feels like you have to fidget a little bit. That's okay. You can bump your hips around. You can roll your shoulders. And then bring your palms back to prayer. Take a tap of your thumbs to the nape of your neck. Bend into your elbows. Notice if there's more openness in your upper arms. Notice how this feels different than the first one you did today. How there's a probably pretty subtle but distinct contrast here from that very first one. Right? An irony, nonetheless, to put those words together, subtle but distinct. Something you notice that's really evident, but maybe isn't in such a big magnitude. Maybe it is. Relax your palms. Inhale, rise all the way up. And then come onto your knees. Got a full round of camel here that's, as always, totally optional, but I'll invite you to join me when you're ready. Bring your palms behind your lower back. Come to standing on your knees and shins. For starters, press down through the tops of your feet and your shins. Soften your shoulders. Take a big breath out, open mouth, exhale. And then as you inhale, just trace your gaze up and back on the ceiling. Eventually, maybe meeting the wall behind you. Keep feeling like you're leaning back and up. And then just as slowly as you went into it, feel your way out of it. And then come back down to seated on your knees. Place your palms downward on your thighs. Maybe palms come on body. That might feel good. Relax your shoulders. Keep your heart lifted. And notice the sensations, right? Eyes closed. But in the darkness, how do you illuminate? What reappears? And then check in with the senses that are present. What's touching the mat? What's touching your body? Maybe clothes against skin, maybe feet against mat. What's the sound that you hear loudest, right? Maybe it's music, maybe it's heartbeat, maybe it's something internal, maybe something external. What are the tastes in your mouth? Maybe you lick your lips. What do you smell? Maybe it's fresh air. Maybe it's warm or crisp, right? You get to decide, you get to identify, to acknowledge. And then with eyes closed, how do those sensations feel stronger? Right? How do you de-stimulate to hyper-stimulate in a way? Right? When you feel ready, again, eyes can stay closed or blink open, whatever you're comfortable with, but drop onto your hips and reach your legs out straight in front of you. Arms sweep all the way up to the sky. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, seated forward fold. Capture your feet. Soften your shoulders. Soften your jaw, your eyes, all of it. Find the ease in your body. Maybe flutter your lips. Slowly rise your body all the way back up. Take a breath in at the top. And then exhale, roll all the way down to your back. Grab your knees. Take a few circles clockwise. Take a few circles counterclockwise. Softening your spine, your lower back. Breathe in. Exhale, knock both of your knees over to the right side. Send your gaze over to the left. Easy supine twist here. From here, knees hug back into center. Maybe a few circles just to reset your spine if that feels good. And then take a big breath in. Exhale, knock them over to the left. Shoulders anchored down. Gaze over to the right. Settle into yourself. Hug your knees back to chest center. Take a big breath in, connect your forehead to your knees, capture everything towards the center. Huge inhale. And then exhale, welcome to your Shavasana. Soften into your body. Soften into all of its parts. And see if you can lay in complete stillness for just a few moments. And trust that I'll guide you out in a bit. If you want to hang out in Shavasana for a little bit longer, it's all yours. You feel ready to come back to your evening and the rest of your day. And start to just bring awareness back to your body. Back to your sensations, right? Your senses. Maybe you ease out of your Shavasana with some movement through your hands, maybe your feet. Maybe it's deepening your breath, licking your lips, knocking your head around. Maybe eventually it takes you into a full body stretch, right? And then you can make your way into supported fetal however you would please, rolling onto a side that feels comfortable, that feels safe, that feels like you have these different parts supporting you. The space beneath you that you're not asking anything of it, it's just there holding you up. The space within you that maybe you have to ask a little more of it to be strong. And the space all around that holds you in when you don't even know it. When you feel ready, press up to a comfortable seat. Find the top of your mat space. And we'll round out class today with 3 breaths. Bring your palms to heart center. Soften your shoulders, maybe roll them up and back a few times. And then close your eyes. Start with an exhale, breathe all the way out. And then breathe in through your nose. And out through your mouth. One more just like that at heart center, inhale. Big empty, empty, empty on your exhale. If it feels right to you, thumbs can float up to your third eye center, that space of intuition and enlightenment. As you breathe in, lift and lengthen through the crown of your head, ground down through your sits bones, get a little bit more length at the top. And then exhale, bow forward, seal it in, let it go, and thank your body for all that it does for you today and every day. That's class. That's your vinyasa for the night. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was a little bit different than usual. I hope you feel nice and blissed out. And I hope you play around with just noticing your different senses, right? 5 of them. Sometimes we think there are more, but just the basic ones. And then how you can kind of play around with them to either destimulate yourself when you're really hyperstimulated, or do the opposite if you feel like you're not stimulated enough. What do you need more of? That's all I got for you. Hope you enjoy. As always, class is donation-based via Venmo. And if you have suggestions for what the future of this should look like, let me know, because I feel like I've thought I had a plan for all of March, but I haven't done anything with that. My Venmo is my name. I'll type it out. My name's very long and very confusing. Yeah, if you have thoughts, as always, let me know. I'm super open to hearing them. And I hope I'll see you soon.